The Great Pyramid has a pattern of absolute geometry, underscored by the accuracy of its proportions. To this very day, no one, even with the most modern construction methods, has been able to build anything like it. Mainstream Egyptology insists that Khufu was a despotic ruler who suffered from delusions of grandeur. And that's why he was determined to build a final resting place for himself, unlike anything the world has ever seen. But there are many people ready to prove this theory wrong. They argue that none of the pyramids on the Giza Plateau, including the Great Pyramid itself, contain any mummies. So how could they be tombs? There is nothing that suggests that any pharaoh, or anyone else, has ever been buried there. In 802 AD, the youngest son of Harun al-Rashid, the highly erudite Arab Caliph al-Mamun, set camp at the base of the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the pinnacle of which touched the sky, as it was described in his time. He came not with a great army of warriors, but with hundreds of stonemasons, engineers, and architects. His quest? To find the pharaoh's treasure and to discover the secret of the weapon that does not rust from blood and water, and glass that bends without breaking. Over 200 years of research did not succeed in reaching a unanimous conclusion as to why all this was built. The favored explanation of mainstream Egyptologists is that all these passages and chambers were constructed to confuse treasure hunters. Of course, many find this explanation unsatisfactory. And so, Caliph al-Mamun, the pioneer treasure hunter, found no treasure, but started a debate that still rages on. All the stories and the theories exploring various reasons for the construction of the Great Pyramid and other Giza Plateau structures, from the very traditional ones to the most bold and original ones, are primarily just that, theories. Still, more than 100 years of Egyptology did not succeed in convincing everyone that the Great Pyramid has never been anything but a pharaoh's tomb.
So it remains an open question, but I mean, there's practically nothing about the pyramid except its dimensions and its geometry that is actually established. How it was built, why it was built, who built it. These are truly still open questions, no matter what the Egyptologists or the archaeologists say. And if their answers, if the standard answers were actually adequate, the mystery would have been solved long ago.
A replica of the Temple of Atlantis? A portal to other worlds and dimensions? Or just a giant tomb? Whatever this and all the other pyramids are, today they are mostly ruins that have lost their original shape but retained the air of ancient mystery and grandeur. The Great Pyramid today is far from its original form and cannot perform the function it was originally built for. People from all over the world dedicated their lives to trying to solve the mystery of the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx. And who knows, maybe for them, it was the journey, not the destination. Some might have felt that the answer was just around the corner. Others probably knew that several generations might not be enough to solve the mystery. But both those who favor the orthodox view of the history of the pyramids and those who disagree with them, in their different ways, are contemporary priests and worshippers of these mystical structures.